Next up, we have Miss Sean Patterson Howard.
Come on, Sean. Just help him, that's all.
I got to get back there.
Good afternoon, everyone. I came here to support the families today. I had no intention of speaking, but I was requested by Miss Claudia to speak. And I've been friends with both the Dennis family and the Duncan family for all of my life here in Mount Vernon. And while I am the Commissioner of Planning and Community Development, and while I am the Executive Director of the Urban Renewal Agency, I am also a citizen of Mount Vernon. And so I stand as a free citizen of Mount Vernon who has their own independent voice, and I have no agenda other than what is the best for Mount Vernon. And unfortunately, we have not received the best that our community deserves and expects. We have a police department that is led by an individual who is a moderate detective at best, who all he has brought to the job is name recognition of Fatigate. That is all he's brought to the job. You never passed a promotional exam. You've never been educated in criminal justice. You've never attended supervisory school by any police organization because you've never been a supervisor. You have a lieutenant who is leading the lieutenant's the major case squad or the homicide unit when you were promoted on an expired civil service list. Expired. Talk about it. The cronyism is beyond believable in the police department. You have great cops in the Mount Vernon Police Department, born, bred, raised, educated, and committed to this community. Unfortunately, they are targets by their own leadership and administration. The retaliatory practices of the police administration did not start in 2016, but they have absolutely continued with the support of the administration. They are not ignorant of the retaliation. Our cops are not being used as cops. They are being used as political Gestapo, and it has to stop today. I am sure by the time I finish speaking, I will no longer be a commissioner because of the retaliation that I absolutely expect and anticipate. So that is okay because I'm educated and I'm marketable and I don't have to bow, bend, or kiss a ring of anyone. I serve Jesus and Jesus has my back. Bottom line, I could sound like a zealot, but I know who I am in Christ and as a citizen of Mount Vernon. So I stand because the same person who's supposed to be investigating homicides has been investigating me because I responded to a HUD, the United States Housing and Urban Development subpoena. You don't have a choice but to respond to a subpoena from the federal government. That's right. So how you politicize responding to a subpoena when I absolutely informed the mayor, his special assistant, his corporation counsel, his deputy corporation counsel in an email, how you act as if I didn't try and coordinate a response with you, and then you say we broke protocol, and you send police at midnight up into my office to raid my office and investigate my office instead of being out here in the streets investigating homicides is beyond me. When I've tried to get to you to reach out and speak to the families of those who are slain, there was always another priority. If it's not big news, it's not big business, and it's no longer important. And that has to stop. I am standing for many police officers who cannot stand today, who are supporting these families. but it is very hard for them to stand up and speak because they themselves are being retaliated against. You have an incident the other day that happened with, what, 30, 50, I don't know how many shots were fired, but only the officers who executed the order were suspended, while the lieutenant that gave the command to the officers received no punishment. This is what happens continuously in the Mount Vernon Police Department.
Shine a light on them.
I have excellent relationships across the state of New York with criminal justice.
That's enough.
I went to John Jay and got my master's, so I attended school with police executives. I have had the pleasure of overseeing Department of Justice, United States Department of Justice, Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Program, and the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services. I've worked with them for years in police prevention and community engagement. I even asked DCJS to come down here months ago, and they came down at my request to meet to talk about how we could better have prevention strategies and be able to investigate some of these open cases. And at that time, they offered officially to the city of Mount Vernon financing to hire 2 civilian police analysts who would have high level of skill in being able to do computer skills and analyzing of crime patterns in the city of Mount Vernon. Unfortunately, our leadership never responded to DCJS to take advantage of free money that was offered to this community. So you cannot tell me that you are interested in solving crimes. What you're interested in is padding your pensions with overtime, because all the overtime that you get not investigating open cases or sitting inside and watching TV when you sit there and put other leadership out in the street is not in your best interest. So we have to stop the games. I also, in March, after the firing of Commissioner Kelly, worked to put together the Mount Vernon, I think it was the Police Advisory Council. I picked 90% of those names because I knew those were good people. And their job was to come together and do a survey and look at the police department and find out what we needed, and then to hire a police commissioner who was qualified. Smoke and mirrors, photo ops, they've never been used the way they were intended to be used. These are good people. So we have to stop putting up smoke and mirrors. We have to stop putting together committees that you don't authorize to do the job that you've asked them to do. We have to stop the photo opportunities. We have to stop the BS and get the work done. Justice over politics, facts over feelings. Please know that no one has put a battery in my back to say anything, because there is no one, including city government, that can ever give me anything that's going to cause me to speak untruthful about anything. This is my community. My family's been here over 4 generations, and we stand today as Mount Vernonites saying that enough is enough. This morning, the Mount Vernon Narcotics Squad executed a warrant on High Street for 2 20 and 21-year-old brothers. Now, tell me, on any day, does a 12-year-old girl sleeping in the bed look like a 21-year-old man? I say no, but a gun was put to the head of a 12-year-old sleeping girl. A 12-year-old girl in the bed does not look like a 21-year-old man. And for those who are here trolling the event, those who are here trolling my Facebook page, go tell that. Go tell that. Because I'm not worried or scared of none of you. Go tell that. And I'll tell you that to your face. And I've been telling you that on Facebook. Let's not play games. This is not about you getting coins. This is not about you getting property. This is not about you getting some type of voucher. This is about making our community better for everyone, not for the few chosen, but for everyone. A rising tide lifts all boats. It's time to rise for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.